And we are live.
Hey everybody, as you come on, as you log on. As always, I hope that you had an awesome and wonderful day. It's Tuesday and we're back. We're back.
Glad to be back too.
Glad to be back.
Long time.
Glad to be back. We hope everybody had an awesome day, like I said.
Because we did. Hey, we woke up this morning. That's awesome right there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. After seeing everything on the news and all the stuff that's happening on the news.
In this world, that's
Absolutely.
That's a blessing within itself. I'm serious.
Absolutely.
Glad to be alive.
To be alive with all this stuff that's going on and everything on the news is so sad, and you just got to keep your spirits lifted up.
All the terrible shootings, guys. It's just oof.
Trying to figure this out because I don't figure how to do it now. Hello, whoever you are. Hi.
Make sure when you come on, please share the live. Like we always say, you never know who needs to hear what is said, not just from us, but from you all too. So
absolutely,
be sure to share the live when you come on. Tell a friend. Let them know we are back.
Absolutely. Do this. I don't forgot how to share, y'all. It's been a long time. Seems as it. Anyway, a very long time. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And we would just like to say that I am Keisha Rogers.
My name is Silas Rogers, for all who don't know.
And we are key players. We are key players. And we consider ourselves marriage mentors or marriage motivators. All things marriage. So just in case you didn't
know. And relationships.
Relationships, yeah. Just in case you didn't know who we were, that's who we are. So tonight, you want to tell them what we're going to be talking about tonight?
So tonight we kind of wanted to do kind of two things in one. First of all, we wanted to kind of come on and explain why we haven't gone live in about, 2 months?
Oh, yeah.
2.5, 3 months. It seemed like that. And, just to give some insight to that and kind of stay into just a quick topic that we can discuss. So I get it started. So, and I'll let my wife take off from where I start. So at the beginning of the year, her and I sat down and we went through about 3 months worth of 2 to 3 months worth of topics and things we wanted to do for this year as far as key players, especially our lives, because that's where we seem to connect with a lot of people. So we said, we're going to go live this week, that week. This is the topic. We're going to bring this guest on. We got everything, even some possible events that we were thinking about doing this year. And she wrote it down in the notebook, as it says, right to make it plain.
Exactly.
We had it. We had this idea, that idea. And we was like, okay, you start off the new year. So we was ready, and I think we went live maybe once this year. Did we go live?
I don't
know. Maybe a year, or we went live once this year, and then bam, life happens.
Life happens,
and I'll let her take it from, and I'll chime in later.
Right. So, yeah, we said, we always. Like we planned it seems like every time we try to plan to do something or plan to be
more productive.
Yeah, more productive. It seems like something always come against us, but that is fine. Because that's life, and you roll with the punches, right? So back in January, it seemed like as soon as you said Happy New Year, we had a family emergency.
Right.
So a serious family emergency. So we went from being empty nesters to being caregivers, and just Y'all must have been praying for this brother right here. He did good. I'm so proud of him. He did so good. And what I mean by that is, Wallace is more of the, extrovert or whatever, and and with family, and I'm like, yeah, y'all come on in. But he's more of introvert and more, he can be by himself. He's good. He's good. So my family had to move in because my mother end up having, and I'm sure she won't mind, now, end up having open heart. She had a heart attack, and she ended up having an open heart surgery. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, I had to drop everything, and I had to start being a caregiver to my mother. There was no other option. It wasn't going to be an option. So, and that's what we was back and forth from the hospital and doing several things and doing different things. Right. And my mother had to come stay with us for a while. And then my sister flew down here and she stayed. And everybody, just the whole family pulled together. My aunts, my cousins, my sister, my brothers, everybody pulled together. So, when you have a family emergency such as that, you have to pull together. And I just want to thank everybody. I want to thank all my family. I want to thank even my people in the child care world, your friends, my aunt, my friends, everybody pulled together. And, so that was a crisis situation. But my mother is on the road to recovery. Mm-hmm. So we, but it seems like when you're in that, that was my first time being in that season, in that place. That was my first time being in that season, in that place. And
you left out a part. Not only, hold on, real. Her dad got sick in the midst of that. Yes. Also. You left that part out.
Yes, my dad got sick in the midst of all that as well. So he was up here too. And we were running him back and forth. But it's almost like I've never been in that place. So it's almost like, I don't know, you kind of lose yourself. So my hat goes off to all caregivers. Mm-hmm. My hat go out to all caregivers. I mean, you don't know until you're in that place.
Right.
I didn't realize, I've been a caregiver, of course, with kids and, but it's a different realm when it's your parents or when it's somebody, a family member, somebody that you truly, truly, truly love and you're concerned about them and you're praying and you just, hope for the best. So it's kind of like my world stopped. Mm-hmm. In other words, my world stopped, and it took me some time to get myself back together. But here we are.
And she is given like the Cliff's version, because along with taking care of her mother, taking care of her father, she still was running a business.
Yes.
You all know she has an in-home daycare. So she was doing that, plus being a caregiver, plus still being a wife, still being a mother, still being a friend, so it was a lot. And this went on for 2 months plus. So she giving you the short version. We don't need to get into all the details, but let's just say it was a lot. And, and then her sister came in Texas and she did assist, so, but that was a lot. So it was a way, for lack of a better word, key players had to take a back seat to that. Everything had to take a back seat to that. You know what I mean? So I just had to throw that part in there. I didn't mean to interrupt. I had to put some, let people know what was really going on. So in the midst of all of that, when we finally came out of it, and we was talking, we was like, the reason that we was able to, and we're not telling everything, the reason that we were able to get through that is because of the type of marriage that we and try to work on a daily basis, which is kind of leading into the topic, which is being prepared for the season. One of the reasons why we post the things we post and do the things we do as it relates to marriage is not just for show. It helps us also, but to help others, go on date nights. When we go on date nights, to marriage events. If it's not ours, if you a member of church, go to it. Absolutely. If your marriage needs counseling or coaching, go get it. Because that type of stuff prepares you for what we had to go through the first 2 months of this year. Now imagine if we were not the way we were as a married couple, and you throw that into the mix. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she is an extrovert. She want the whole tribe, the whole colony. That's the way she was brought up. That's her personality. Cool. I am the opposite. I like that in bits and pieces. But I'm a husband, so it's not all about me. And because of the things that we do and participate in, we were ready, whether we didn't know we were, but we was ready for that. We was ready spiritually because we prayed more than ever.
Yes.
We did 10 constant. That's fasting, praying, reading the word, listening to sermons for 15 days. We gave during that time. What else? What else did we do?
A lot of praying.
A lot of praying. It was a ton of praying, fasting. Like I said, I was about to say something. Slipped my mind. If you got some input, you can go ahead.
Hey, Zakia.
Hey, Zai. While it comes back to me. We were in the wrong season financially. That's what I wanted to say.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, yeah.
No, because your finances do change when you have, unexpected guests. So your finances does change. But thank God we were in a good season financially to handle that.
Right. So to give a little bit. So say if you go eat out, the bill may be anywhere from $30 to $40. Well, the bill shot up. Right. You know, everything goes up because you have guests in your home. But we prepared for it. We were ready for that, you know, and so that's another part of it, like I said, a lot of praying, a lot of fasting, right? A lot of it. And it, so we got through it.
Absolutely. So that's what we have been. But now we're back. We're back.
Yes, we're back. So
we're back. We got some things planned. Well, as far as being invited as guests to other people events and stuff, and we're planning our own, but we'll talk about that later.
Right.
But we're excited about the events that we are have been invited to as guests. Mm-hmm. Shout out to the Freemans. We appreciate you all, and shout out to Apostle Campbell. Mm-hmm. We appreciate you as well, and we'll talk about those things later because they'll be coming up later on this year.
But what we want to talk about right now is you all getting prepared before because I heard this pastor say this, when people say, "Oh, you're seeing about change," people are, no, it's not always good.
But sometimes it is.
Sometimes it is. Right. There can be a change of season that is on the more challenging side. So while you're in a good place in your marriage, keep doing the work. If you're in a mediocre place in your marriage, keep doing the work. You gotta communicate. You gotta keep doing your date nights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You gotta be on one accord, because for us it was a sickness in the family. For others it could have been a death. For someone else it could have been a loss of a job, or dealing with a child that's in trouble, or a business going under. You just don't. Loss of a house, foreclosures, repossession. Regardless of what the thing that comes in, you gotta be ready for it, and you get ready now.
Right, you get ready, and while you're in it, if it's your whatever the case may be, you have to have a listening ear as well. Right. And you can't hold stuff in. You can't hold grudges if your spouse come to you and say, "Listen, I just need to get this off my chest." Right. So you can't hold it in. You just have to be a listening ear. Yes, does it hurt to hear your spouse hurting? Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And automatically you're gonna want to come to their defense. But sometimes they don't need that. They just need to vent and get it out, and for you to have a listening ear. Right. Which men have a tendency to want to be fixers. So sometimes men, all she want us to do is just listen. That's it. And that's it. It would be nice if they told us that before they start talking, so we would know, because we don't want to be in a position where they're looking for an answer and you just standing there like a deer stuck in the headlights. But sometimes they just need to listen. Right. Want you to listen, I mean. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So we're talking about the different seasons in life. So you may not be in that season. You may not have gone through that. But if you're in the season, let's just all the way back to raising small children, because we're out of that season. We thought we was happy and free. We was like, woo, we are going and coming as we please. Yeah, y'all heard it before. We are nesters, and then boom, this hit. We went into another season. Right. So you just be prepared, like he said. So be raising your children, a house full of, a house got the kids and stuff like that. Your life is so busy. Your life will revolve around your children, and you go through that season. And then they grow up, and of course you have empty nests. So you go through that season. But if you got elderly parents, anything could change at any moment.
Right.
I guess that's what we're trying to say.
Right.
Yeah. So, like I said, we still thank you all for rocking with us. And when we make posts, liking it and sharing it and things such as that, we promise we're gonna get, we are back now. So,
and the other thing, there were times that we were trying to go live during that time, like afterwards, but something will always come up. Always. Every time we were on, not on Mondays, not on Wednesdays, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, but on Tuesday, for some reason, or, we had said, okay, let's go live, bam, got an emergency.
Like tonight, well, not tonight was an emergency, but something did come up today.
Right.
We found out in the last minute, but we was like, we just gonna
press through and
go forth. But
I can't tell you how many times that happened where we thought her mother was on the better end, and then bam, something would take place, and then we just shut everything down. Yep. I can't tell you how many times that happened.
Yep.
So we weren't intentionally not going live. We just had other priorities at the time. And
absolutely.
Like my wife said, that's just how life is,
Life throw you them curveballs.
They throw you curveballs,
you better be prayed up.
But we still kept posting. We did make sure that we did still try to post as much as possible, something just to let y'all know we weren't dead, and we were still in the mix and, still very much in the business of encouraging other couples. Because I'm telling you, we get something from it also. What we give, we get back, so, and that's one of the reasons why we do.
Absolutely. So we're not going to hold y'all long tonight. We just want to get on here and let you know that we're back and let you know that we, or what was going on or what has been going on with us. So thank you for joining us tonight. Like I said, we're not going to hold y'all long. We're going to keep y'all long. If you have any questions, please submit them to us. Anything from A to Z. You can inbox us about marriage, about relationship, about engagement, whatever it is that you would like to see a post or talk about or whatever topic that maybe we can discuss.
Especially topics. If you have something that's going on in your relationship, marriage, and we all do, and you would like to hear other people's perspective on it, please, like my wife said, inbox us, reach out to us. We won't say your name. We will because we got one coming up. We got a topic coming up that we won't be calling people's name. But, it's nice to get other people's opinion. It's nice to hear other people's side of the story because that will help you out tremendously. So hit us up. If you got a topic, something that is going on in your household, you and your spouse can't come to an agreement on it, y'all don't see eye to eye, give it to us and we'll give it to the public and see what the public says.
Right. And I'm sure it ain't nothing that we haven't been through, too.
I'm quite sure it's nothing that I hope it's.
You stay married long enough, you're going to go through some things.
You will go through something. It is not a smooth ride the entire way.
It's a lovely ride. It's
a meaningful ride. It's impactful and it's encouraging, but you're going to hit some speed bumps, as we were discussing earlier tonight. And, like we said earlier, we're not going to be up here long. We just wanted to come back and just reintroduce ourselves, I guess, and just let y'all know we still here. We still thinking about you. What's going on? Stacy. Let everybody know that we're back and we may say this, so this is going to put pressure on us. Right. Now, and normally we would go live every other week, but we may have to do more like try to sneak. We may change nights. Jesus, okay. We may change nights because my wife will get off work until 5:30.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So we may switch. You know what I thought about, and I'm going to say this. Right. I thought about doing Sunday nights.
Oh, okay. Sunday works.
Everybody's home, resting, getting ready for the next day. So we may switch to Sunday nights to see how that works.
Sunday works. Yep, Sunday works for me.
Yeah, see how it works.
Better for me because I don't look tired then. Because y'all know I don't work all day, 10, 11 hours.
And she work kids all day,
so then gotta cook and all that stuff like that. The normal stuff,
the normal stuff.
Right, exactly, absolutely.
Yeah. So we'll see.
But thank you guys for rocking with us. Like I said, we wasn't gonna go live a long time tonight. We just wanted to share with you some of the things that has transpired, so that we can move forward on from here.
And why we haven't been going live.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. Why we haven't been going live.
Absolutely, that's what I was trying to say. So thank you guys. Have a good night. Love you all.